Healthy Me. Health, wellness, nutrition and fitness on Lunchtime Live with Saskia V.
It is brought to you by Renewal Institute, and we've got Dr. Lestonn Lawn in studio. Lestonn, thanks so much for coming to chat to us today. We're going to be chatting about body shaping treatments. So you are a general practitioner. You've obviously got a special interest in aesthetic, anti-aging and cosmetic medicine. So you're part of the medical team at Renewal Institute. You've been there for quite a few years now.
Yes, Saskia, that's correct.
Generally, in the years that you've been there, or in the years that you've been in aesthetic and cosmetic medicine, what are the sort of most common body concerns that people have? Obviously, the majority of your patients would be females.
Yes, that is true. Mostly patients would come in complaining about things like cellulite or stubborn fat pockets. So they'd be training or been dieting, and there's just an area of fat that just doesn't want to move. And it's usually around the abdominal area or the love handles or saddlebags, bra bulges. Those are usually areas with stubborn fat that they battle to get rid of. And then there are various treatments that we can offer them to get rid of this fat. Also, sometimes like double chin, so sometimes it's also facial contouring and not necessarily just body contouring.
Man, I have my double chin. This is no matter what you do. That's like a hereditary thing.
As
right?
we hear about the double chin.
I do have one. Can you see?
It's called a chin, Sass.
No. This underneath part.
You wouldn't be able to move your neck if it was too tight. You're gonna have a bit of playroom.
But now it's non-surgical. So
Yes.
how can you get rid of these sort of stubborn fat pockets and things like that if it is in a non-surgical way?
We really have various machines at the Renewal Institute, and I also think that's where our strength lies. So you can combine different things. A treatment that's works very well is cryotherapy, or freezing your fat away. We also have injectable treatments that would dissolve the fat cell.
Okay.
And then there are things like carboxytherapy, there's radio frequency that one can do, and there's also different types of radio frequency, so multipolar and monopolar radio frequency. Monopolar radio frequency also helps with skin tightening, because often when the fat pocket's gone, then you're left with a saggy skin.
Exactly, so you don't
So
want
that
that
also
either.
needs to be treated.
So it's quite I know that it's really a holistic approach at Renewal Institute. That's why you've got the different parts as well. So you've got skin renewal and brain renewal and body. You obviously form part of body renewal.
Yes, definitely.
So now I've got this abdominal fat that I've had 3 kids and I can't get rid of it. How many sessions in general? I mean, obviously every person's different, so you can't have you have to have that kind of personalized approach. But how many sessions on average, if I've got a little bit of abdominal fat, would you have to come for? Is this an ongoing thing that you'd have to do forever?
It would literally depend on your budget and then therefore which treatment we're doing. So cryotherapy or injectable treatments would be more your upper end treatments, and they'd be a bit more pricey. But you'd need fewer treatments, so maybe 2, 3, 4 treatments max, and you'd be done. Then if you're looking at things like carboxytherapy or multipolar radio frequency, they are more cost-effective treatment options, but then you'd need maybe 6 or 8 treatment sessions.
Okay, and what's the sort of downtime after these sort of treatments?
There's not really downtime, excepting for the injectable treatments, because one could bruise, but it's still not downtime because it's usually areas that one covers.
That you can hide. Okay, so if it's on your thighs or obviously abdominal, you can cover it. What about cellulite? What sort of treatments do you do?
Cellulite is a whole different kettle of fish. It's really stubborn to treat. I often warn patients about that, and there are multiple reasons why one develops cellulite. So one also, again, the whole holistic approach, so clear the body of toxins, get better circulation going, get better lymphatic drainage going. My treatment of choice for patients with cellulite would be carboxytherapy, which is basically a needle with a pipe with a machine where we blow medically treated carbon dioxide gas, and we do lymphatic stimulation. The gas is also blown into the fatty tissue. And the body needs to keep a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide. So we're forcing the body to send fresh oxygenated blood.
Okay, so
to
that's what it's
area.
doing. Okay.
And you can also use it to do skin tightening simultaneously while you're doing treating the cellulite. But with cellulite, I tell patients they need to be in it for the long haul. So they need to do at least 8 to 10 treatments.
And maybe also adjust your lifestyle. It's not to say, then it's going to last forever. So this is also your eating and...
Yeah, patients would often ask me, when will it come back? And I'll tell them that it doesn't come back. It's expelled by your body. But obviously, if you're going to go and have McDonald's, then yes, it will.
It will come back.
Make new fat.
Why do females suffer from cellulite more than men?
That usually has to do with estrogen dominance.
Damn estrogen.
And we're also getting a lot of xenoestrogens in through our animals being treated with hormones and anything that comes in plastics and polystyrene.
Well.
Absolutely.
So just much more than we used to.
Yes.
Because they were also saying so many women are now on birth control, and then that goes into the water system, and you're drinking
also
it.
has an influence.
Sure. Okay, we are chatting to Dr. Lestonn Lawn, who is in the body renewal section. Do you say section?
Well, yeah, we cover basically most of the elements in the Renewal Institute. All the doctors can cover that as well.
Can cover all of them.
Yes.
It's quite fascinating how it all works. If you want more info, you can go to Renewal Institute.
If you want more info on body shaping specifically, you can go to www.bodyrenewal.co.za.
Okay, so you can go to Body Renewal and then find out all about that. We're going to be back with Dr. Lestonn Lawn after this.
Healthy Me. Health, wellness, nutrition and fitness on Lunchtime Live with Saskia V.
Healthy Me is on Lunchtime Live every day at 2:30. But we've got a special treat every second week from Renewal Institute. So we've got Dr. Lestonn Lawn in studio, who is a general, what would you call it? A general practitioner? Would you call yourself an aesthetic general practitioner?
Yeah, an esthetician. I would call myself an esthetician, but there's various medical legal issues around that. That's why we put the whole long spiel.
I see. Okay, so you're obviously interested in body shaping and body shaping treatment, so you're part of Body Renewal. But as you said, all the doctors at Renewal Institute can pretty much cover.
Yeah, absolutely a holistic approach to anti-aging. So body, face, from the inside, from the outside. There's brain renewal, there's health renewal, sleep renewal.
Yeah, sleep renewal. That's why I'm sending my husband sleep renewal. So it's a complete non-surgical, holistic approach. So as we mentioned just now, if you've got cellulite, look, you can come and have the treatments, but it's also got to do with your lifestyle, with your eating, with your exercise.
Absolutely.
So, which is what I love about it. It is really holistic. Sleep, everything. It's what you eat. It's what you're doing during the day. It all counts. So you can't just come in and expect.
Yeah, most definitely there'll have to be lifestyle changes.
Changes as well. Why would somebody, so say now I do have stubborn fat in my abdominal area, or my boobs are a bit saggy, or whatever the case may be. Why would I come to Renewal Institute for a non-surgical approach as opposed to going and getting, a tummy tuck or something like that?
So I think there are various reasons for that. Firstly, I need to say that body contouring at the Renewal Institute is not for obese or morbidly obese patients. We do have eating plans and diet plans for those patients to get their body mass index a bit lower. Mm-hmm. But I'd say if it's really just a stubborn fat pocket, then you don't need to go through the invasive procedures and the risks of general anesthesia. There's also the cost aspect that's involved with that. You'd have more downtime if you're having surgery versus a non-invasive procedure. So it's literally you can go back to work immediately after the procedure. I think those are the most important reasons why people would rather come for body contouring than.
But does body contouring, does it work?
It most definitely works. Obviously, as you said, it goes hand in hand with lifestyle modification. But even if you'd have something like a tummy tuck and you just keep eating junk food, then you will gain weight again and you will make new fat again.
I have to go for another tummy tuck. What about if I have a little bit, my boobs are a bit saggy and I don't really want to go for a boob job because that's just, no. Would I be able to come to Renewal Institute for that?
Yes, there are definitely things that we can do for that. Again, to depend on the severity and the age of the patient. If it's really just a little bit of sagging, then sure, we can do skin tightening, and with that one we'd get a little bit of a lift. But if it's too severe, then we would advise patients to go for plastic surgery.
Okay, so you're not just going to say, look, we'll treat you forever and it's just not going to work.
No,
you
definitely not. It's the most horrible thing to have an unhappy client. So you definitely
especially
rather
when it's got
advise
to do with your body, hey?
Yes.
I'm sure people are quite pedantic.
No. And you wouldn't want patients spending all that money and then, not having a satisfactory result.
Okay, so which is also a really good thing to know. Are there some sort of at-home tips that people can do to keep your body, the best shape that it can be?
Yeah, I do think that so drinking lots of water is really important. Sleep is important. Exercise is really important. What one eats, obviously, is also important. And then things like putting sunscreen on the exposed areas so that the collagen doesn't break down. You get unsightly spots or loss of collagen, crepey skin in the area. And then certain supplementation like antioxidants, which would give you internal protection from the sun, omegas, which would help with moisture in the skin. All of that would definitely make a difference.
I don't know if I read the other day, or if it was somebody I spoke to on Healthy Me, that said often people forget to put sunscreen on their hands.
Yes.
Always put it on your face, and that's why your hands can age.
Hands, ears,
It's fascinating.
back of neck.
Yeah, I never put sunblock on my hands. And now I do, because now I think about it. But you don't, and that's why I think females especially, their hands age.
Yes, and they
Quite
get all the
prematurely,
sunspots
yeah.
and wrinkly skin.
So good to know. But remember, we've got healthy tips every day at 2:30, brought to you by Renewal Institute as well. So a lot of the things you just mentioned, we do give tips for as well, which is great. If people would like more info on Renewal Institute, where can they go?
Well, they can go to, as I mentioned, www.bodyrenewal.co.za. They can just also Google the Renewal Institute, and they can also call 0861 Skin SA, and they should also be able to get hold of us through that.
Okay, and there's lots of branches all over Joburg, so you should be able to find
all
a
over
branch that's close
Joburg,
to you.
Pretoria.
So 0861 Skin SA, otherwise bodyrenewal.co.za. Dr. Lestonn Lawn, it's been so cool talking to you.
Thanks, Saskia. It's been great
you
being
can come
here.
back anytime.
Thanks, man.
Healthy Me, health, wellness, nutrition and fitness on Lunchtime Live with Saskia V.